Hey guys, it's Daiba here, and today is actually the very last day we can do Tetra Sylphid raid farming in WOTV JP. Actually, at the time I'm recording this, it's literally 10 minutes away from maintenance. So before everything shuts down, I thought I'll just record a quick video to show you guys two things. One, the duo raid composition I've been using to farm the raid, which is Jayden and Lightning, because I don't have a Laya. And then the other thing I want to show you is how much of an impact raid farming has really been making to the process of farming raids. In fact, it's pretty much like cutting down the total amount of time required by about half. So as you can see here, I have just finished a 10 stack of Tetrasylpheed raids. So let's just go into it. So okay. If I back out this menu, you see. So as you can see here, I don't have any more raids queued up. And normally this is where you have to go to, any of the number of event quests to, do your farming and get 10 stacks of the raid again, right? So what happens is with background farming, if you've been keeping it running in the background as you're doing the raids, you can pretty much just click one button to go and collect the results of background farming here, and so I use 3 large NRG potions this time, which means that I should have 7 stacks of the raid queued up over here, as you can see here. So normally, of course, I queue up 4 large potions, which in JP would give us 9 or 10 raid encounters, but because it's literally minutes away from maintenance, I didn't use the full pause. So anyway, after you've done collecting your rewards from background farming, now it's time to set up background farming once again. So we go into whichever quest you like to do the farming in. So let's say we want to do some what do you call this, raid ops, and then we click on background farming here and do the calculation. It's a little bit unfortunate that every single time we want to do background farming, we have to actually get the game to recalculate the amount of time we need to do one instance of the event quest. But for the most part, if you set up the party correctly, it shouldn't really take more than a minute, usually about 40-50 seconds, or even less than that if you're lucky. In this case, I believe my runtime for this particular quest is about 45 seconds. There we go. And with cloud farming, what they do is they take the amount of time you take to complete it, and they add 30 seconds to it. So now that we have the amount of time calculated, we go ahead and set the number of pots we want to use for raid farming. So usually I'll set, 4 large pots. I guess in global you only need to set 2 because the amount of the amount of energy required for a raid instance is different. So anyway, once we get raid farming all done, or rather, sorry, once we get cloud farming, background farming going in the background, we can go ahead and start our raid encounters. As you can see, we have 3 minutes left, so I better do this fast. Let's start up a duo raid, and as you can see here, this is what I've been using for the raid, and it's quite stable. So I'll just go into it and demonstrate how this works. The raid boss Tetra Sylphid is weak to missile attacks as well as ice elemental attacks, right? So for the most part, if you have Jayden and I think another missile unit, I don't think it has to be lightning. It can be, I guess, of course the best unit to use would be a Laya or Liza. But if you don't have any of those units, you can use, I think, Luotha. I've seen some people use Luotha. I've seen some people use Lucia. And any of them combined with Jayden should give you enough damage to clear it in one shot. Actually, I didn't really spend much time optimizing this build at all. I just slap on whatever I have and as it turns out, I could clear the level 100 raid with 2 turns remaining actually, and it seemed to be pretty stable, so I just kept going with that. So one of the things that Jayden does in this fight is that I think, I'm not sure if you can manipulate the CT time on Tetrasylpheed, but if you see the attack that Jayden is doing most of the time, it's actually causing CT down to Tetrasylpheed. So I don't know if that actually affects anything, but as you can see here, oh wow, this is cutting it real close. Anyways, I've been doing this all week long, and I've never failed a single attempt, so it's quite stable. So when this raid comes to global, if you don't have a Laya, if you don't have a Liza, but you have Jayden and Lightning or another gunner unit, you might want to take this approach and see how far you can get with the Tetrasylpheed raid. Alright, so I think we're seconds away from maintenance in World of Visions JP, so I'm just gonna collect my rewards, and I will see you next time in another video.